Hello everyone. This next video today we are going to be talking about a subject a little bit general. I think this will fall into the category of probably personal development, encouraging. And so today I want to talk about a subject a little bit. I think I have a LinkedIn account. I post there. I do so I post some material from time to time there. I posted the op-ed there a few months back, last year I believe, and it was talking about a subject called running your race. And from a LinkedIn perspective, obviously I posted the running your professional race. But today I want to talk about both running your race, running your professional race, and then just running your life's race in general, right? Um, a lot of times, I think we've all seen this. I mean, we have a tendency naturally to want to compare ourselves um, to others. We've heard about, keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with a neighbor, keeping up with somebody in our community, keeping up with somebody with our friends. And therefore, that aspect sometimes tend to skew a little bit the authenticity, in relationships and, why people are really around you or why you're really around people. And so today I want to talk about running your race, running your professional race, running your life's race. Okay? So we're going to cover a little bit of that. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because it's something that we all spend a lot of energy doing and we actually waste a lot of time. And instead of focusing on what we need to do to continue to move forward, to make ourselves better, to increase our value, and therefore increase what can come to us in any form, whether it's value increase or even financial increase. And so running your race is basically minding, and I say in a respectful way, minding your own business and not worrying too much about who's doing what or um, you know. Um, I wanted to start with running a professional race because this is also something that's big, right? In the professional world, we tend to, believe it or not, it happens too. There's also keeping up with, career Joneses, so quote unquote. And so we tend to compare, there's a tendency to compare jobs and this person is doing this job and we used to work in this place and I saw on LinkedIn that they already CFO. That happens to a lot of us. This person that you're working with in this company, 2 years later you go online and they already senior this and that over there and you're looking at yourself, maybe not necessarily the same title, and you're doing well. And I don't know why that tendency to want to figure out why this person's already did this and you're not that. And we do that a lot in our professional career. And I'm here to say today that, listen, everybody has his road. You don't know where your road in your career will lead you. And it really does you disservice to spend a lot of time doing that. And I know we've all done that. I've done that. We went on LinkedIn or professional and look at stuff and, this person is doing that. And we're doing a lot of that. But unfortunately, it's a waste of time. That's why I find out because you don't know where. First of all, you don't know how they got there. You don't know what their connections are. When you got separated, what they went and did, what kind of degree they got. And I think I posted this on LinkedIn one time, is that a lot of time where people find themselves in their careers is due to one major thing, somebody that they know somewhere. And then the resume and career comes most of the time next. So somebody give you a break, somebody is lined up at the right time is going to give you that opportunity. But the key is you have to continue to keep a good attitude. You have to continue to get a good professional attitude towards your career. But the most important thing is that you can't just question why you're not here and there. You have to make sure that you're really putting yourself in a position that you can capitalize on your career too. You have to increase your value. You have to increase your what I call your professional value, which increases your professional equity, which means what you can earn, where you can be. And so it's hard to be real with ourselves sometimes. We're trying to say, oh, I should have been here, I should have been there. But guess what? That person went and they got a CPA and you didn't. Um, and so, and it's not, again, it's not just about the degree. And I understand that, sometimes most of the time, actually, people move and they follow people that brought them here, pulled them here. This person did it. Just somebody being at the right time for you and give you the right break sometimes. And again, obviously, your accomplishments on your degree and your resume is big, and your ability to be able to express and communicate your capabilities and your careers and things you've done. It's also big for you landing the right next level in your careers. But again, we have to stop doing that. On the other hand, comparing salaries and this company and where they work at this company, it must be better there than where I am. I heard that this position pays this, so they must be doing more than me. Like like this kind of stuff, it's really a waste of your energy. You have to refrain from doing that and continue, like I said, focus on the things that are important. I don't know, it's human feelings, human emotion. And I think deep down inside, we all have the longing of knowing that we're moving forward, that we're progressing, that we're doing better, that we're increasing our income, we're increasing ourselves. But I feel like, unfortunately, people kind of tend to focus more on the income than increasing their value. And it's important to know that those should also come together, in order to make it fair. Have you done everything you can? Have you increased that continue ed? Have you gotten those certifications? Have you gotten that you finished that degree? Went back and took that exam that you didn't finish, or that you took part of it you didn't finish. And so it's very important that we don't get caught up in that. And again, people have different breaks. It can take somebody 10 years to get somewhere, and it takes you 2 years. You don't know. You just don't know. And again, that comparison is really not the best way to do it. It's just to focus on, look where you are, set your goals, work on them, put your head down and work on them instead of looking around, who's doing what. And again, I'm not blaming, I'm not judging, right? We've all done that. And I'm just encouraging that we should do that less and less. Now let's jump into the lives, running your lives race. And obviously the career is included in the life, but the life also outside of work, right? And that's a big one as well. I have a tendency to, again, going back to keeping up with the Joneses, who's doing what, the neighbors doing this, they're building this. We're comparing homes, and you're comparing cars, and you're comparing vacation. Where did they go last time? Well, they went to Paris and I went to Virginia Beach. Or shopping places. What are they doing? Investments. Oh, they built this and bought this, and they're renting. They have a rental property. They have two. They have three. Listen, this stuff, it wastes your energy in your life. You have to focus on your life. You have to run your race, and that stuff can seep into homes and household. People get stressed out because other people are doing this and that. That has nothing to do with your future. You are appointed and anointed for something specific to yourself, and nobody can take what's yours. Nobody can, and you cannot take anything that's for somebody else. And so we should continue to focus on our own lives. You don't know, there's a saying that a pastor, that I listen to all the time, says, and I always receive that statement. He says that one touch of God's favor, if you're a believer, can catapult you 50 years down the road within 2 years of the same place you would have been had you progressed at the same rate right now for 50 years. But one touch can change your life within 2 years and put you at the same place 50 years down the road in terms of value, net worth, development in career, development in life, neighborhood that you live now in, and anything can change 360 degrees for your life. So you just have to have faith that this will come for you, and you expect it every week, actually, that touch is coming. It could be into a break, it can be the right person, some conversation, some person, someplace, somebody just decide to be good to you. Some person just step in your life and give you a good break, and it catapults you. So you shouldn't so much be worrying about who's doing what. Your road is your road. You don't have, just because somebody is building is doing he's doing this business, you don't have to. Real estate, everybody is doing it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we get it. Real estate is a great place for income. But don't get stressed out. Don't stress out your life. Don't stress out your relationship. Don't stress out your partners. Just because you tend to be so down on where you are going in your life. You have to focus on your life. Live your life. Okay? And then don't just, stop getting stressed out about it. What is it? Has nothing to do with you. God gives you different talents. You don't know what you're capable of doing that they're not capable of doing. It's an appearance. You don't know really where to measure that. And so, and unfortunately, people tend to measure that material wise, but you don't know. They don't know your net worth. You don't know their net worth. So there's no point of thinking about the appearance from the outside is making anybody more successful than you. Okay, the car, that's not having anything. You don't know what people do. You don't know what they do. You don't know what that person. You have no clue. And I know it's very easy to do. Oh my God, look at where they drive. Look at where they live. They bought another house. Listen, that has nothing to do with you. Just run your life's race, do your own stuff. And then finally, the other point I want, not finally, but the next point I want to talk about, social media. Wow. Here's another exacerbator, quote unquote, if I can use that word, of this problem. Social media, who's following who? Listen, people follow people instead of following for maybe some type of inspiration or education, or just kind of keeping up with people. People follow to kind of like peek into lives and look at who went on this vacation, the pictures, oh, they did this, and they in a jet and whatever. They bought it, they're having on Facebook and Instagram. You gotta look at their lives, and they just went on vacation again. I haven't been on one for 5 years. People's life has nothing to do with your life. Quit looking at what people are doing. Social media wasn't meant for that, but unfortunately, it's become such an unhealthy medium for people just living their lives, and stop comparing and stressing over. Those are stressors. You already have all the stress of life. We just came out of COVID-19. You have your job, you have your family, you have your bills you need to take care of. Why would you let other things that people are doing add to those stressors that are already in your life? Focus on your life, focus on your relationships, what makes them work, instead of looking at what other people are doing. Okay? And then finally, I want to end on a positive note. I just want to say, celebrate your own success. You're successful in your own right. Stop looking at who is doing what, who has what. You are successful in your own right, and your path is different than anybody else's path. You don't know where you're going to end up in the next 5 years. You don't know where they're going to end up in the next 5 years. And again, it's not a comparison where I'll end up where they're at. That has nothing to do. Just live your life. Do the best that you can. Be the best, most important, that you can be. And continue to increase and improve yourself. And then you will have the best life that you can live in your lifetime, versus wasting a lot of time increasing stress for yourself and even with your partners. Let that stuff sift into relationships. Oh my God, why don't we do this like them, and blah blah, and then you start getting into fights. It's amazing, like that stuff actually creates problems, and that should not. If you're really having problems in relationships because you're looking at something somebody else and you're fighting with your partner with it, that's another debate, but it shouldn't be. That's the point of this video, is that you should not be watching that and looking at that and letting it impact you, not only you but anybody around you, negatively. So celebrate your life. All these feelings and stuff are kind of jealousy, anger, envy, gossiping about this. These things are poisonous to your life, and so I'm here today to tell you, you have to get rid of those things. You have to get charge of your own life. Focus on what you have to do. Set your goals. Set your plan, whether you work for yourself or in a partnership, and you guys start to run with it. Am I saying that somebody can't do something that maybe is good for you to do too, that can be beneficial? I'm not saying that. Yeah, somebody can be, you've been doing something, you do it too, it might be beneficial. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to do that. Your success might come in a different road. Your success might come from a different plan. You don't have to go build to do a home remodeling just because your friend is doing home remodeling. It might not be your business to be in. Oh, we have to do that too. It looks like they're doing good in business remodeling. It has nothing to do with you. Just focus on your life. Find your own opportunity. Listen to your talents. Run after some of them. You have a lot of them. We all have talents. We ignore it instead of looking at what other people are doing. So anyway, I want to post that and just kind of give that as an encouragement, that you live your life, be happy where you are. But I know we shouldn't be content, right? We just have to continue to improve and do better, because I believe into improvement, into continuously moving forward. I'm not an advocate of status quo, definitely not. But the way you come about it is what can be a little bit dangerous. So anyway, if you like the video, if something that's important, you can share the video, like the video, comment if you need to, and share if you get value. Again, this channel is for value, and so hopefully I'll come back again with something that's a little bit interesting, and more interesting maybe, and then we'll talk about that. We'll discuss and we'll comment about it. And so anyway, hit the bell as well. um that's what they all do, I guess. And then I'll see you soon. All right, bye. We're not gonna take it to 16.